Yeah, hi, my name's Jordan. Everybody calls me Odin. Matter of fact, when I first started training here, Perry thought my name was Odin, and it's actually just my nickname. So I train here at Neutral Ground. I train judo, jiu-jitsu, and kickboxing. And I've been training here for a little over a year and a few months. One of the reasons why I came and started training is I wanted to do something different with my life. I was a competitive powerlifter. That lifestyle that I lived is not really conducive to, we'll say, overall health. It's more about lifting heavy weight, eating a lot of food, and not really being in good shape, even though you're really strong. And for the longest time, I was under the impression that I was in good health because I could, military press more than people could bench press. So I was okay. Little did I realize that, my resting heart rate was like 89, my blood pressure was like 180 over some other weird number. I mean, I know that's really high. I'm not a medical professional, but I mean, those aren't good numbers. And then, of course, my family was like, "Oh, you should do something different. You should do something different." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm strong. I can lift a truck. It's okay. I'm good." And then, then I realized, towards the end, I'm starting to get edema, really bad swelling in my feet and ankles, and that's kind of like a sign of heart failure, or like cardiac disease. And I was like, "Oh wow, I'm getting pretty close to a heart attack." I mean, I was weighing like 330 pounds, and I was consuming so much food. I mean, I spent so much money on eating. It was just, it was crazy. It was horrible. So, I was doing some research, and I was like, actually, it was one night I went to the gym, and I was just playing around with the punching bag, and I was like, "Oh, this is fun," because I used to do a little stuff when I was younger, wrestling and football and a little boxing. So I was like, "Oh, well, maybe I should, find a boxing gym to join and get in better shape and have fun." And so I started researching, and I was looking at some different gyms, and I'm not going to mention any of the reasons why I didn't choose any other gyms. And the first time I went, it was down in the Milwaukee location, and I parked my car a couple blocks away, and then I walked up, and I got maybe about 20 feet from the door, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this, because I was kind of embarrassed and intimidated. I mean, here I am, I'm like 30 years old, and I'm going into like a martial arts. And the thing that comes in my mind is you think about those like Taibo or all this other like dumb, really stupid stuff, like martial arts that the clowns associate with. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do this. So I left, and I didn't come back. I still need to do something different, and I was like, all right, well, let me just try it. So a week later, I come back, and I'm like, okay, I want to try a class. So it just so happens I show up to the class, and it's on a Tuesday, because I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna do the kickboxing. I didn't know anything about like jiu-jitsu or judo or anything like that at the time. So I'm like, all right, let's do kickboxing. So I show up, and one of the guys was really friendly, came up, had me fill out, had me sign a waiver, in case I died, sitting there watching. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but get to sign the waiver. And then he's like, hey, come back the next day and try this. And I was like, all right, well, cool. So I came back the next day, and I tried jiu-jitsu. I liked it, though I couldn't get through the warm-ups. Horrible. We do warm-ups, we were running around the mat and doing all different types of stuff, and literally I was dying. I was done. I was like, oh, this is, you gotta remember, I came from doing no cardio to now we're doing something that's a really cardio intensive. So I couldn't make it through the warm-ups at all. 30 seconds into a roll, which is, it's like live sparring in jiu-jitsu. I'm done. I'm literally done. I'm gassed. I'm wanting to puke. It was horrible. But I kept with it. I started just going twice a week, and then I felt a little better, so I started going 3 times a week. And then I felt a little better, and I started going 4 times a week. And then I get to the points where now I train every day, sometimes multiple times a day. It's kind of transformed my life. From that one day of just walking in and giving it a try, and then just kind of not giving up. Even though there was days I'd drive home and I'd be so frustrated, oh God, why is this little 140-pound person just whooping my butt? Because you have to remember, coming from that powerlifting mentality, I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I can whoop anybody's tail, and then now I'm coming in, there's these little teeny tiny guys, sub 200-pound guys, who are they're making me tap, they're whooping me. It was totally crazy. So a lot of nights I kept being frustrated. I wanted to quit a few times, but I just kept coming back because I guess I'm stubborn, and I'm just no, there's no way I'm gonna let this person continue to beat me like this. I need to learn, I need to get better. I guess I'll say that the positive impacts it's had on my life is that, my overall health is improved. My blood pressure, like I said, it was 180 over something now the other day. This is after drinking an energy drink. It was 117 over 72, which is super good. The chart said it was great. Resting heart rate is around 55 or 56. I started at, like I said, I weighed 330. Now I'm down to, like, I weighed in for a competition at Combat Corner at 222, so I competed in the 225 weight class. And now I'm maintaining about, like, 235, 240 is where my body weight is right now. But still, getting down to 222 from 330, that's over a 100-pound loss. And then that's, that's from simply, coming to class, training, changing my diet a little bit, not like a big change, but like slowly over a little bit of time, like, cutting out the fast food first and cutting out the sodas and cutting out the sugars. But yeah, if you're new or if you're thinking about, like, trying this or coming, it's transformed my life. And I'm nobody special. I'm just another person that comes here and trains. So if it can do that for me, it can do the same for anybody else. I mean, Neutral Ground has a nice, positive, encouraging atmosphere. It's like they say, this is the family that you never knew that you wanted. I'd say that we kind of put the fun and dysfunctional. It's actually pretty cool being here. I look forward to coming here. Look forward to training, getting better, and competing. I've competed quite a few times since I've been here, and I got a couple competitions coming up that I'm doing too. So it's good. I mean, if you're on the fence, there's something for everybody here. If you want to be in competition and competitor, we have that here. If you just want to come and have fun, be a hobbyist, that's here for you too. I mean, you should just give it a shot. I mean, it worked for me.